Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be a champion guide for Gorgorab, so let's get into it. Alrighty, first of all, let's go ahead and pull up Gorgorab here. We're going to go to the Undead Hordes, and the epic on the far left, the speed aura epic support. We have Gorgorab. Now remember, as always, for my champion guides, I will have one of these little infographics down in the description that you can pull up and look at on your own time, and it will have the masteries I'm currently using and kind of the grades and optimal sets and all that, but I'll go over all of that in the video, but that is down in the vid description. Alright, so as far as the kit, we've got a base speed of 97, which is pretty good for an epic, and then we've got an A1 that attacks one enemy with a 50% chance that we can book up to 70 of removing a random buff. Buff removal on an A1 is very good. This is going to be amazing in somewhere like the Magic Keep or the Spirit Keep, and even in the Arena and Faction Wars, constantly removing buffs is a very good ability to have on an A1. The A2 is fill the turn meter of all allies by 15%. and place a 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. This is pretty synonymous with being amazing in the early to mid game arena. Now later on, it's going to get phased out by the bigger turn meter buffs, like 30% from Arbiters and Lysandras and stuff. But in the early to mid game arena, you will run into Gorgorab a lot because of this ability, and also the A3 that revives dead allies with 25% HP and then heals all allies by 25%. It's good heals. That's also another one that's very good in the arena. And he also has a speed aura in the arena by 23%. So that's why he's so incredible in the early to mid game arena, because he's got the speed aura, he's got the revive, he's got the turn meter boost, and he's got the attack boost, and he's got that reliable buff removal on his A1 to constantly be going around the arena stealing buffs. So probably one of the best epics in the game in terms of arena usefulness, and also exceedingly good in faction wars and dungeons in general because he has revive and heal to go along with the rest of his kit. So let's go ahead and pull up my Gorgorab here. Let's back out, go to champions. All right, and here is my Gorgorab. So I'll show you the total stats first. This is kind of the total stats. Lots of HP, lots of defense. I like to get all my champions over 3k defense, especially if they are sustained champions like a support. Obviously, sometimes with attack champions, you can't get there, but with any sort of support or healer, I like to at least get them 3k defense, and ended up getting him a lot of HP here. The speed, I would like it to be a little bit higher. I haven't got his gear perfectly optimized. He's kind of like an apothecary. We want him to have really good speed. So the speed's a little bit low, but I have him geared just as a Faction Wars specialist. If I was going to use him in the arena, that speed would have to go way, way up. And then we've also got some decent resistance, and the accuracy isn't a super priority, but you do want to get it pretty decent, 150 to 200, so you can steal those buffs semi-reliably in Faction Wars and all of that. And in terms of masteries, I'll pull that up here. Not a whole lot to go over. You'll have this in the vid description to see the masteries I use on him. But as always, make sure and build champions to match what you're using them for, and don't just blindly copy my masteries. But I kind of built him the Bulwark route to take more damage in Faction Wars, and Evil Eye for Faction Wars. The cooldown reset will pair well with the reflex set that I put him in, and that kind of segues me into the gear. The banner, you can go accuracy, defense, HP, whatever your best blend of like defense, HP, and speed, throw that banner on. Amulet, remember I said his defense was a little bit low. He has plenty of HP, so I wanted to prioritize defense, but this is going to be your best blend of HP and accuracy, basically. And the same thing with your ring. It's going to be a really good stat stick. I kind of wish it was defense flat stat, but this was a really good ring that had lots of defense, HP, and a 6-star HP roll, so we went with that. Boots are almost always going to be speed on him, and in general, we're mainly just looking for speed, defense, HP, and accuracy. We don't really need to build him as a damage dealer. I'll show you what I'm using kind of as a template. Pretty self-explanatory, though. We're going for the tanky and speed and accuracy rolls for him, but these are my pieces here. Helm and weapon. Gorgorab has actually been a massive boost to my Undead Faction Wars team. I had a really good team, but I was getting stuck on like stage 17 or 18, and with Gorgorab, I went straight up to level 21. Just with the skills here, I suppose I should talk about the booking process. If you're gonna book him, all of his books are pretty impactful. You're probably gonna want to get both these cooldowns. The A1 is not mandatory. If you really want to save books and you're being really budget about your books, then I would probably just try to get the A2 and the A3. Obviously, it's random. I have horrible luck doing it on videos. I was pushing Faction Wars, so I wasn't able to kind of wait to do it until this video. I've actually gotten to the last stage of Undead, and I think I'm going to be able to beat it. Gorgorab was a big part of the reason why I was able to kind of progress and get to the last stage of the Undead. But yeah, the booking process went horrible for me. I maxed out the A1, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm spending all the books. So it's like the 12th time in a row that booking has gone horrible for me. But yeah, he's a good one to book up anyway, so not a big deal that it took all the books, because he's definitely going to get a lot of mileage for my account and helping me speed farm those undead glyphs and also complete the undead faction. And we want to make sure we're building Gorgorab with a lot of speed, get this buff up, get those turn meter fills as often as possible, get this A1 out in the field as often as possible, stealing buffs, and cycle through to this revive as often as possible, which is what Reflex helps with. We're constantly kind of resetting one of those cooldowns, either filling turn meters or able to get revives off and heals as much as possible. So he's really good with a lot of speed and getting those cooldowns to kind of get lowered. And probably the most important spot to use Gorgorab is going to be the arena and then maybe Faction Wars. I can't really build him. I haven't built for Faction Wars, so I can't really get a whole lot of value out of him for the arena. But what you want to do if you're going to use Gorgorab is you're probably going to build him with like a nuking team, which is a speed aura, a turn meter booster, an attack booster, and a defense down champion, and a nuker. You have to have all of those roles. Gorgorab can slot in as your leader with the speed aura. Then you build him with a ton of speed. He buffs the turn meters and buffs the attack. Then you have somebody debuff the enemy. Then you have somebody nuke them, and then that leaves you a flex spot to kind of pair with him. And you can go all sorts of different routes with that one. You know, people that you know, hit again, you can go double nuke, you can go somebody who's defensive. There's all sorts of different ways, but Gorgorab is so vital because he checks a lot of those boxes that you need for the arena. So let's go ahead and go through the grading process on here. Alright, let's pull him up and let's fire it up here. Go over the reviews. Okay, recommended artifacts, speed and HP. I like it. Not bad. Not a bad recommendation there. Arena, we'll give him a 5. It's definitely where he kind of shines as an epic. Campaign, you're not going to use Gorgorab as a campaign farmer. He can be decent in terms of helping you clear the campaign because he's got the revive and the boosting and attack boosting. So I'll give him a 3. Clan boss, he's not super good there. I mean, the revive can be pretty clutch. The attack boosting can help, you know, certain like speed comps maybe. I mean, he's not that great in the clan boss though. I'll give him a 3. Dragon Lair, he's pretty good. It's a speed farming dungeon. The revive and the attack boosting can be good. Minotaur, he's great. Revive, attack boost, all that stealing buff. It's all good for the Minotaur. Spider, not that great. Trying to think. No, I don't think he's gonna be very good there. Magic Keeby's great. He's magic affinity. He can steal buffs, or not steal buffs, but remove buffs. Very good. Ice Golem, very good. Revive is going to be an extremely important mechanic in the Ice Golem because of the Wave 2 and the Golem's ability to kind of one-shot you based on his minions and ignoring defense. So we'll give him a 5 there. Spirit Keep, he's magic, so he's counter, or no, he counters the Spirit, which is very good, and removes buffs. So yeah, we'll give him that. Fire Knight, not gonna be super good. A 2 there. The Void Keep, he's fine. Throw him a 5. Force Keep, he doesn't lower defense or anything. But yeah, I mean, and he's affinity countered, so 2. Faction Wars, he's a 5. He's absolutely incredible in Faction Wars. But yeah, that kind of covers it for this video on Gorgorab. Let's submit those. And you know, if you get Gorgorab, one of the kind of the cool thing is he can get a lot of value for your account without even needing to 6-star him or book him. Because remember, in the arena, if you build him on an offensive nuke strategy, you don't need to, you know, wait 6 turns to get cooldowns back. So the books aren't necessarily needed for him. He can do good as a level 50 without books. He can really help you start smashing in the arena. But he is worth 6-starring. He's worth booking because, like I said, he'll be one of the staples for an endgame Undead Faction Wars team. So you really can't go wrong investing in him, and he's a very solid epic in the game. So yeah, remember, as always, that infographic will be down in the description if you want to pull it up. And stay safe out there. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.